Yo, what's going on, guys? We're back today for another Alliance War video. This is war number 3 of season 21, so 4 Lokis facing off against CNR. So my team here today is Quake, Torch, and Nick Fury. First fight here is a Tigra. We're on path 2, which is honestly my least favorite path. I really don't like taking this path. This strike, counter, Fury, and power struggle is a weird combination. But with Tigra, it shouldn't be too bad in just using Torch. I just want to throw my specials when I get them, though, just to so she's not getting a ton of Furies. But we're just going to go for 3-hit combos. Use a heavy attack right there, and throw the special one. Like I don't really ever advise throwing the special one with Torch, like for damage or for utility or anything. Only if like a fight requires it. And then right here, I messed up the L1 and I got railed by 2 critical hits. One did like 16k. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then a Evade Charge saved me at the end there. Bro, oh my god, that Tiger fight was stressful. I know how to evade her L1. Or I did. I guess I should have practiced beforehand, but it's okay. We didn't die. It's just going to cost a couple of health potions. Now, next up, we have the same node again, but without power struggle, and it's on a Mr. Fantastic. Now, this fight gonna be a piece of cake because we got Nick Fury, and like this is such a safe matchup. Even if we somehow die to this clown, we got a whole nother life, and our damage output will be through the roof. So yeah, I'm really not worried at all. Right now, he's stacking some Furies, but that's not a big deal. I'm going to take some block damage here and there, but we're just going to heal up through willpower in this fight. So yeah, this is a super safe fight and a great option. So I am trying to get off some L1s for the node, the strike counter node, but also just to get some tactical charges, because once I get enough of those, he won't be able to evade, and then I'll be able to go for light combos, ending on a light, and once I do that, then and get some bleeds going. I'm not even running max deep wounds. I don't even think I have a point in it, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so here we get to not max, but we get to enough tactical charges that I can just do whatever combos I want, and he won't be able to evade me. But I do still want to bait out those L1s. Nick Fury is also a stubborn attacker, so every time we parry, we're stacking up those destructible charges, which is nice. That's super nice. So right here, hit a little reparry, get off another L1 just to get some more tactical charges. This fight's going a little slow, because again, I don't have deep wounds. I'm not like crazy boosted. I'm still on my first life, and this is just a puny rank 5 Nick Fury. You know, most people, they're rocking those rank 3 6-star Nicks, but not me. We just got the rank 5, but we make it work. But yeah, he's going down. This fight's taking a little while. Obviously, if I had deep wounds maxed, it would go a lot quicker. I probably should be maxing deep wounds when I'm using Nick Fury, but whatever. We finished the fight with 92% health. Like I said, it wasn't really a risk there. So cleared those 2 fights, and then we can actually do some of my section 2 fights as well, because I was capped on energy, and I didn't need to clear that path right away, so I just kind of waited. And so now we have a Mephisto here on EMP modification. And I'm pretty sure Human Torch with his pre-fight can take this fight. Just like be careful of your dexing. But I want to save the pre-fight anyways, and it's much safer just using Quake or a Shock Immune. So Mephisto here is an interesting placement because there's not a whole lot of champions in the game that are immune to EMP modification and Mephisto's Incineration Aura. But Quake, she's not immune to any of it, but she can just not give him any power and completely bypass the node. So my when I saw that I was assigned Quake this war, I was a little I don't know, a little scared, I guess you could say. If my Quake, let me give you an analogy here. If my Quake is like a skate, it's dull. It's not very sharp because I have not been using it. So yeah, the Quake skill is not very sharp right now. So I was a little worried about bringing her, because I have not been using her. Last season, I was using her a lot, like in AQ and just in questing and really practicing with her. So like I feel like I got my Quake to a pretty high level. But you know, if you don't continue using her, I feel like those skills kind of start to wither away a little bit. So yeah, I was just gonna play this war a bit more parry style, just because just to be a bit safer. So here we have an Annihilus, and parry style is actually good against Annihilus because you can see he's applying debuffs to us, and that's just free willpower healing. So that's great. So that's kind of just the plan here, man. Just gonna right there let go of that heavy a little early. But that's all right. Like I said, he's applying those debuffs to us, so we're getting some nice healing. I just have to be careful to not try to block when we have the elongated concussion on him, because then we'll passively evade, and then that just kind of throws off the rhythm. So just kind of being careful of that. I do go full deck style for that, but outside of that, try to block a bit more. Right there, I'm not sure how his heavy hit me, and then right here we push his power up, but I can evade his L1, so I'm not worried. This is how some of my Quake fights go. I've finished some fights with Quake with an L3 before, because that's just how mine goes sometimes. But yeah, we didn't die, so it's all good. We both hit each other 6 times, and that was my last Quake fight of this war, so I didn't have to worry. And now next up here, we got a Mojo. So the original plan was for me to use my pre-fight on this Mojo. But I was looking at the mini bosses, and I saw an Emma Frost on the Rage mini boss, and I didn't know who was gonna take that. So I was like, "Yo, I can save my pre-fight, and I can take that Emma Frost." I was thinking it was gonna be a pretty easy fight. So like, yeah, all right, cool. So yeah, I didn't use the pre-fight on this Mojo, and Human Torch is such a good answer for Mojo, man, because his L1 is just so many little tentacle hits, and they do like no damage, and every single one of them builds up smolders, and that smolder gain is very nice. And so this is strike counter power rate or something, but that doesn't matter for Human Torch. It doesn't matter if my power rate's going down, because I don't need to throw any specials. Parry, 3-hit combo, that's it. Easy game, easy life, and that Mojo got melted without the pre-fight. So now I got one more fight. It's this Emma Frost mini boss, and saved the pre-fight for it. So yeah, going into this fight, I thought it was going to be just really easy. I'm really good at fighting Emma Frost. Very good at evading her L1. I can evade her L2, but I never push her to the L2, so I don't worry about it. But this fight was actually a lot harder than I imagined, for a couple of reasons. Reason number one is because she's a stubborn defender, and Human Torch is not a stubborn attacker, so it's very difficult to evade everything, and then you gotta block and get rid of the indestructible charge. And also with the Rage, I can't throw a special 2 or 3 because that will give her a Fury. I don't want her to get Furies, because then that's just going to make the block damage higher. So not really being able to throw my specials is going to keep her in diamond form for most of the fight, so I'm not going to be able to parry as well. And if I'm not able to parry, I'm not really able to get off heavy attacks. And without being able to get off heavy attacks, my temperature is going to stay at 0. And that's what you don't want. If your temperature's at 0, your incinerates just aren't nearly as good or as long as they could be. So here I decided to block the special one. Right there, I was trying to, I don't know what I was trying to do. I guess I was trying to charge my temperature a bit and then get off a special 3. But this is going to give her a Fury, but I was just trying to get more smolders and retain some temperature. But yeah, you see that L3 only did 2.5%, and now she has a Fury, and that's not good. So I parried the first part of that L1 there. Here I'm able to get off a heavy attack, but you can see the Limber is maxed out, so I wasn't able to charge it for very long, so I didn't get that much temperature off of it. But here she's not in diamond form, but then she goes into it because she gave me a bar of power, so that's super annoying. And yeah, this fight is just, it's really scary because just the block damage, it's really starting to add up. I'm at 61%, she's at 41, so we're winning, but we're both going down at a steadily rate. So I'm trying to hit my reparries. In arena, I can parry like 3 to 4 hits of a full combo from an Emma Frost, but that's in arena. So here I'm still hitting those reparries, but I'm happy if I can hit 2. Don't want to play it too risky or anything like that. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep trying to 3-hit combo. when I can. I've decided to not really block her L1s anymore because I can like parry one hit, but again, that's kind of sketchy, and it's still doing some block damage because she's got that Rage Fury, just increasing her attack by more. But yeah, here she goes down almost 1%. I'm like, all right, I'm not risking it. I'm throwing my special 1 or my special 3, and I'm just gonna kill her. So yeah, that was a much more difficult fight than I was imagining, but we still got it down. So no worries. And that was my last fight of the war, so we didn't die. Once again, another successful war for me. And if we go ahead and take a look at the stats now, we got our first win this war. We beat these guys, CNR. So yeah, that was great. Finally got a win, and it takes me up to 15 kills, 1 death. And yeah, my power rating went up a fair bit. Still 7th in BG3. I didn't see how many items I used this war. I think it was somewhere in the range of 3 to 5. It was just potions on Torch. But yeah, that's going to do it for this war video, guys. Hope you did enjoy. I got another war video I'm going to work on right after this. We just faced the Matrix, and it was an interesting war. My team was Sunspot, Human Torch, and Sorcerer Supreme. Never brought that team to war before, so yeah, be on the lookout for the next war video. But if you guys enjoyed this one, drop a like, subscribe, like some more content. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.